This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, let's talk about Spence versus Crawford. If Crawford really wanted to fight Spence, when he was a free agent a few years ago, not too long ago, why didn't he sign with PBC? Al Haymon wanted him. You mean to tell me Al Haymon didn't want a talented boxer like Terrence Bud Crawford? I'm just saying. Floyd Mayweather was telling Terrence Bud Crawford, Oscar de la Hoya, all these guys were coming after him. He was well touted. He had Golden Boy Promotions, Mayweather Promotions, PBC, of course, Top Rank, you know what I'm saying, Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Sports. The list goes on, man, of people that were coming after him. You know, main events, Kathy Duva. I mean, there was a lot of people that was coming after, you know, Terrence Bud Crawford. But he chose to re-sign with Top Rank. If he would have been with Kathy Duva main events, I think the fight would have happened. That's just my take on it. Because she has shown the propensity to make fights happen on the other side of the aisle. Even if he would have signed with Rock Nation Sports, the fight would have happened, man. But why Bob Arum? We all know that Al Haymon and Bob Arum have this love-hate relationship. I'm going to say that again. They have this love-hate relationship. They only come together to the drawing board or the drawing table when the fight makes financial sense. I'm going to say that again. When the fight makes financial sense. Terrence Crawford knew this. BOMAC knew this. I seriously think those Negroes are not versed financially enough to understand how much money they left on the table. I'm going to say that again. I seriously think those Negroes are not financially versed enough to understand how much money they left on the table. Because they could have made way more money with Al Haymon. Terrence Bud Crawford would right now, fighting Amir Khan, would possibly be making $10 to $15 million if he was with Al Haymon. That fight would have been promoted as such. Plus, he would have been positioning himself to fight Errol the True Spence because he would have been in the same stable. But see, folks don't want to talk about that stuff. See, people want to sit here and say that Errol the True Spence has been ducking Terrence Bud Crawford. But folks, you doodle heads, you brain full of mush, and you brainwash fools. When they met up with each other, there was mutual respect. I didn't see no fear in any guy. The same way that Terrence Bud Crawford was sitting there saying, if you the boogeyman, you know, how you the boogeyman and I'm following you. It was the same way that Errol the True Spence was telling him, look, you light on your ass, motherfucker. I would straight up stop your ass. He said that to his face. That wasn't something he said on Twitter or he said on Facebook, on a blog. He said that to that man's face. This is the stuff that I'm trying to talk about. But y'all want to sit here and let these ultra fanboys delude you. They still mad that little Mikey, a.k.a. the little engine that couldn't, got his ass fucking stopped. And now they want to run and troll, you know what I'm saying, and hate on fucking Errol the True Spence and say now he's supposedly scared of Terrence Bud Crawford. Last time I checked, Terrence Bud Crawford is still assimilating to 147-pound division. So if they fight, Errol the True Spence in the championship rounds is going to stop him. He's that Energizer bunny that has that Energizer battery pack. Errol the True Spence has shown you guys the propensity for him to get stronger as the fight goes on. Terrence Bud Crawford has shown that too. But the reason why Errol the True Spence has the two equalizers, the thudding power and the body snatching work style, is because, not only because of the fact that he levies more punishment, and that is his style of bulldozing niggas. I'm going to say it again. That is his style of bulldozing niggas. But at the same time, he's the bigger guy. And something has to be said for weight, especially going into these fights. It does make a difference, man. Errol the True Spence has shown you, man, he is Ford tough. He is another horse carrying another cart. And I've said this about Terrence Bud Crawford. He is another horse carrying another cart. But to me, this is a fist of the North Star comparison. For the 80s babies, the 70s babies, the cats out here that's old enough to remember that anime. Errol the True Spence is Kenshiro, and Terrence Bud Crawford is Raoh. But Raoh was just born in the wrong generation. And we know how that fight ended up. Kenshiro ended up killing Raoh because Raoh would not succumb or would not concede to the fist of the North Star. It's the same thing in that fight. I don't believe Bud's pride and that dog in him and that killer instinct, he's gonna succumb to defeat. So Errol the True Spence is gonna have to make his ass quit like a pit bull by putting his ass down. Because how does a pit bull get put down? Either through another pit bull or through a gunshot. I'm gonna say that again. How does a pit bull get put down? Either through another pit bull or a gunshot. And that's what Errol the True Spence is. He's that other pit bull or that gunshot. Damn near a fucking lion. Because a lion will tear pit bull's ass up. Eat his ass for fucking breakfast and turn his ass into dog meat. That's what's going to happen when they fight. Because you have to ask yourself the $1 million question. Who could levy more punishment in that fight? And trust me, when you look at the full gravity and the full weight of that question and you answer yourself that, you'll understand why Errol the True Spence will win. The man is special. Terrence Crawford is special too, but he's just not as special as Errol the True Spence. So I'm trying to tell you guys that this ain't no fanboy shit. It's just real recognizes real, man. When you see a unique fighter that has a unique ability, you acknowledge that. I'm going to say it again. When you see a unique fighter that has a unique ability, you acknowledge that. And that's what will happen truly and honestly in that fight. I can't wait for that fight to happen, but it needs to happen soon because Errol the True Spence is starting to show that he's struggling to make weight at 147. He's going to soon move up to 154. That's why I want that fight happen in May, possibly the latest September of 2020. Let them both clean out the 147 division, have that fucking super fight. Errol the True Spence has that win on his victory, and that will push his ass in the top 5, pound for pound. And then he can set himself up to then move up and eventually fight Jarrett Hurd, stop his fucking ass, and then in 2 to 3 years from now, set his ass up to fight Canelo Alvarez and then stop his fucking ass. That's what I want to see. That's the line that I want to see Errol the True Spence go, because Errol the True Spence shows me as a guy that can possibly, by the end of his career, fight up to 160, possibly 168. Because we know his walk-around weight is anywhere between 175 to 185 pounds. So he's big enough to make all the way up to 168. And he's strong. Because you've heard Barry Hunter, you've heard Kenny Porter, you've heard them all say it, man. Go listen to the rumors. This man has beat down light heavyweights and heavyweights in sparring. These are the only guys that can hang with him. Because if you put guys in his weight class or smaller, he's going to get their ass out of there and sparring. And he constantly spars Jermell Charlo. This is what Errol the True Spence needs. This is why I know Terrence Crawford, because of his light frame, is not going to last in a fight like that. Just look at the fight against Kell Brook. Kell Brook was a big fucking welterweight. Damn near was a 154, 160 guy. Errol the True Spence put that motherfucker on a knee. So I'm trying to tell y'all, man. This dude is a different horse carrying a different cart. He is special, special type of fighter. And whenever they fight, that's what the end result is going to be. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.